Righto, so video number 3, what we're looking at is how do you do actual calculations with these things? Okay, once you've got things in scientific notation, how does it all work? How can you do stuff with them? Okay, so let's have a look at that. All right, so let's say I've got 42,000. If I multiply that by 10, let's just not think about scientific notation for a second. Let's just think about regular numbers. Well, if I multiply them by that 10, I just add another 0 on, don't I? So that's 42 and then 4 zeros after that. Okay. Well, stop and think about that for a sec. If I get 42,000 in scientific notation, that's going to be 4.2 by 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 to the 4. So I'm doing exactly the same thing over here. Now, according to this, it's 420,000. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so basically I've got, if I'm dealing with it not scientific notation, that's what I get. But if I convert these big numbers into scientific notation, that's what I get. So have a look what's happened here. If I've got a 4 here and I'm multiplying by 10, 10 has 1 0, and that gets added by 1. That's cool. All right, let's try something different. What if I've got 810 by 1,000? All right, so if I just do that on a calculator, I just add 3 zeros onto this one because you get multiplying by 3. That's easy. But now if we go scientific notation, 810 is 8.1 by 10 to the 2. Yeah, that's cool. Multiply that by 1,000. All right, now that's the same number, so it's going to get that same answer, but let's just look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8.1 by 10 to the 5. All right, well, what's happened there? Well, if I did have it in scientific notation, I've got a power of 2, and I've got 3 zeros here. So I just chalk that up by 3. I add 2 and 3 is 5. Brilliant. Okay, so if we started off with scientific notation, if I had 7.1 by 10 to the 6, and I'm going to multiply that by 100, easy peasy, that's just 7.1 by 10 to the 8. Cool, that's easy. But if you think about it too, what is 100? Well, 100 is 10 squared. So 6 plus 2 is 8. Brilliant. Okay. What if we've got a divide? Okay, so what if I'm going, again, let's look at it just in a regular numbers point of view, okay? If I've got 7,600 and I divide it by 10, well, I just chalk a 0 off, don't I? So that's 760. Easy peasy, all right? But let's have a look over here. If I go to scientific notation over here, the original one, 7,600, that's 7.6, 1, 2, 3, by 10 to the 3, not plus, divided by 10. So what's 760? That's 7.6 by 10 squared. So look at that. So I subtract 1 power from that because I'm getting rid of that, all right? Sweet. All right, let's have another go. 1900, what's that? 1,900,000 divided by 1,000. All right, so ordinarily, just chalk 3 zeros off, so I get that. Brilliant. All right, but let's go scientific notation. If I had it in scientific notation, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1.9 by 10 to the 6 divided by 1,000. Okay. Okay, so if I get rid of, oh, hang on, let's just go over here. So 1, 2, 3. So this answer here is 1.9 by 10 to the 3. So what we've done, we've just converted that into scientific notation. That's the same number. But look at this, we've got 6, subtract 3 is 3. Okay, because again, if you think about it, oh, that's 10 to the 3, I'm dividing that, so I've got to get rid of, knock 3 off that. Okay, if that had been 10 to the 7, that would have been 10 to the 4. All right, so that's how we deal with that. Let me just put these two together. Oh, hang on, we can write the divide slightly differently. If I had 4.3 by 10 to the 7, that's the same thing as dividing it by 100. Okay, so if I knock 2 zeros off, that goes to a 5. Done. Okay, if I had, let's see, here's the thing. What if it goes even less? Wow, hang on. What if I went 1.9 by 10 to the 3, but then I'm going to divide that by 10,000. What's the story there? I've got 3 in the top and I've got 4 on the bottom. 3 minus 4, principle is the same, is negative 1, because 3 minus 4 equals negative 1, okay? So what's with that? Well, remember, that's just less than 1, okay? In real numbers, decimal place has to go that way, that's 0.19. Okay, and that makes sense because this one here would have originally been that, and you're dividing it by 10,000, decimal place moves 4, bang, there. Okay, so it works. It's a principle that works. If you're dividing it by 2 zeros or 3 zeros or 8 zeros, then you subtract that one there by that amount. Okay, so that's how you do these calculations with scientific notation. All right, so now you can go and do the page that says that. This is questions 1 to 12.